So this is the new bottom of the deck, and it's the Nine of Pentacles. So this is someone that wants to show their independence, that they don't need this person that stabbed them in the back anymore, that they can take care of themselves. So this might be you. And the old bottom of the deck is the Magician. So the Magician thinks that they are doing things right, and they often have like an agenda, what they want to achieve. But sometimes by achieving these things, we hurt other people, or we do things that's not highly moral. Maybe they are even selfish. So it seems like your person has done something that they felt for the moment was good for them, but that it had negative consequences for your relationship. Now they want to repair that, but you don't seem open for it. I think both people probably feel love at some level. I say you might not be that into this person anymore, but it's hard when there has been the loyalty and trust. There hasn't been loyalty and trust has been broken. So what's on your mind? Situation. What's on their mind? This is your feelings, the bond between you two, their feelings, your behaviors and attitudes, the outcome for February, and their behaviors and attitudes. So we start with the situation, and it's the Page of Cups, being vulnerable. So being vulnerable in a relationship means that we can get hurt, and it's a trust that we are giving to the other person, our vulnerability. And if they are not careful with our vulnerable side, we will have to make distance between them and us to protect ourselves. Because vulnerability creates intimacy, but it also causes what it says, vulnerability, that we become vulnerable to attacks. So we want to be sure that we can trust the person that we are vulnerable towards. And this is what's on your mind. We have the Strength card, goes very well with the Nine of Pentacles that we saw here in the bottom of the deck. Taking care of oneself, being strong, rising above, knowing that we can't maybe get our needs met from this person, but at least we can take good care of ourselves, take good decisions, and act mature, take mature decisions. Okay. So this is this other person, and we have a Four of Pentacles. So I think this is the combination of the Five of Pentacles and the Three of Pentacles that we saw. They want to work together with you, but in the same time, they know they have done something that's probably unforgivable. And so therefore they are stuck with the moon here and the water, like it's flowing in water in their house. So there's a lot of emotions beginning washing over them, but they can't do anything about it. They can't take the magician action that they did before to try to repair it, because it's very likely that you wouldn't cooperate because of you're taking a mature decision, you're being adult about it. And if you have seen that the person can't, you can't be vulnerable with them, then it's very hard to have a relationship with them. So this is the bond between you two. Page of Wands. Page of Wands indicates some kind of spiritual quest that you are on together. We have two pages here, Page of Cups, Page of Wands, the very passionate pages that's ready to throw every caution overboard for love. So we'll see where it goes. This is your feelings, and it's justice. So justice and strength have a little bit the same energy. They often switch places in different tarot decks. So sometimes the strength card is number 11, and sometimes justice card is number 8 instead of 11 and 8, as in this case. Because it's about taking mature decisions. Here it's about maybe rising above our own feelings, for example, of wanting and needing this person, and taking a decision to not roll with that because we are getting too vulnerable and it's not a safe situation for us. So we decide against our emotions, but for our safety. And with justice, we also kind of judge maybe the other person's moral, and we take our own moral choice to respect ourselves since the other person didn't. So very mature cards here. This is their feelings, and we have the 7 of Pentacles. So we can see they're kind of waiting for you, and we have geese and swans here that mate for life. They don't want a new partner if the other partner is gone. So we can see that this person is basically suffering in silence. There's a lot of emotions here, and this is kind of an ice princess. So someone that's tried to skate on ice, but being very heartbroken, I would say. Okay. So this is your behaviors and attitudes. And we can see that the Chariot card that I felt for the other person in the beginning. So they felt like they wanted to go towards you and reconcile and fix things. But you are already on your way towards your future, and they are stuck here. So it's very unlikely that they will be able to catch up with you. And this is their behaviors and attitudes, and it's Ace of Cups. So basically they're just sitting here in their room, vibrating with the Ace of Cups, in tune with the moon and the waters that's flowing in, and just feeling the love for you and the pain of not having you there. But I think maybe this is a good lesson for this person to realize that love makes us vulnerable, and we should cherish each other in this vulnerable state and not hurt each other, because then we might be left with our very vulnerable feelings and we have no one to share them with. Okay. So this is the outcome, and we have the World card. So the Divine basically says that everything is in order. You were supposed to learn something with the pages from this situation. You have learned your lesson, it seems, and they are about to learn their lesson through the vulnerability that love brings. And clarifying the Page of Cups with the Witches, Modern Witch Tarot, sorry. And we have the Queen of Swords. So we have offered them this vulnerability, but then we knew that we couldn't do that anymore. We needed to take a logic decision to protect our this very fragile but valuable part of us, because it's how we can connect with the universe, God, and people around us, how we can connect with small children and feel empathy for other people. It's both very spiritual and also a very loving part of ourselves. So clarify the Strength card, and we have the King of Swords here. So you have both the Queen and King of Swords. So it's very impenetrable defense that you have put up for yourself here with the King and Queen. And clarifying the Four of Pentacles, it's the Ace of Cups. It's the same card that we have here, and it's clarifying this here. And we can see the flow of water, even though they are trying to kind of keep up a facade of nothing goes on, everything is fine, I have no issues. At least they don't want to share it with you, because they know that it's out of place, it's too late, or they should have known better. Okay, clarifying the Page of Wands, and it's the Five of Pentacles that was clarified earlier with the Grim Reaper axe stabbed in back. So we are passionate about the other person. We want the relationship to continue. We feel connected. We feel like there's a higher purpose with our relationship, but we are tossed out in the cold because, in this case, for Five of Pentacles, because of this person's past behavior that you are judging. The Queen of Swords is like a human rights lawyer. The King of Swords is like a judge. And we also have Justice here. So clarifying the Justice card. it's the Knight of Pentacles. So with the Knight of Pentacles, it's very resilient energy. So it shows that you will probably be able to forgive this person one day. It's not like you're endlessly hurt. Instead, you have taken wise decision for yourself to take care of yourself, to rise above and be mature. And so that's protecting you from becoming bitter and angry and like not being able to forgive. So your blood flow is still working inside your body. You just accepted that this is the way the situation ended, and this is what I can do about it. Since this person isn't there for me, I can do this for myself. Clarifying the Seven of Pentacles, and we have the Three of Pentacles, the card I saw together with the King of Wands in the beginning, and then the Chariot came. So it shows that this person would want to restart things with you. They have small ideas of how this could be made to work, or what they could sacrifice, or but it's very modest cards on this side. Here you have major arcana cards. They have minor arcana cards with this very humble and silent. Okay, so clarifying the Chariot, and we have the Emperor. So it just goes on, you know, Strength, King of Swords, Queen of Swords, Justice, Chariot, Emperor. You're really like taking a stand here, sitting on your throne, protecting yourself, protecting your kingdom. So clarifying the Ace of Cups is the Two of Pentacles. So this person, they don't know what to do. Before they felt in control when they were acting like the magician, but now their magic spell has kind of exploded in their face, and they don't know how to take care of the aftermath of this. So 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 of Pentacles. So it's like we don't have a solution. It's a little bit like slow moving energy, because we can't solve the problem. We want to, but we don't have any real tools or any real answers. It's you know, the things that we said and done, it will stand to the end of time. It's nothing that we can take back now. Okay, so clarifying the World card. So 7 of Swords and 3 of Swords. I think that you have learned a big lesson here. 21, 2 plus 1 is also 3. And this other person, they want to fail to learn the lesson. They don't want to take in what have happened. They don't want to be the one to blame. They don't want to feel like they have put themselves in this situation. So it seems like it will take a while. 7, it's spiritual challenges. It's challenges with that person. Things that they are unable to digest, see, change, or process, or, you know, understand that they need to do it in a better way. And this is almost like a refusal to understand it, because it also means that they would take in that this is their fault. They did it to themselves. So for now, it seems like your life is lifting off because of your own ability to carry yourself through this. And the other person, they are left in a situation where reality is going to have to hit them at some point, and then they will learn from this situation. But until then, they are a little bit lost. Okay, so I want to see advice for you here. And we have this fox and tribe. So we need to be smart in our relationships. You probably need to be a little bit careful to not take another emotional hit for the moment. You might want to be a little bit more street smart in the days or months to come, to kind of protect your inner child from taking more hits. It's, you know, if we already have fallen on the ice, gotten a concussion, it's not a good idea to go and play another round of hockey. Okay, so we need to rest until the bruising of the brain is healed. So I think you should take really good care of yourself. You should make healthy goals for yourself, surround yourself with healthy people, but also learn to be smart about people that has the potential to betray you, or where there's a lot of red flags. It's not about hiding away from people. It's just calling them out when they are doing bad behavior, like outsmart them, see their game, their the plan before it's becoming difficult for you because of how another person might be acting selfish. So this is the advice for this other person. And we have this wheel here. So it shows that this person has kind of a karma that they need to learn from. And it's a cycle, ongoing cycle for you. The cycle is kind of finished and you are to move on. But this person will be stuck loving you, missing you, not being able to move on, feeling like they want to go back, repair things. It will be too late though, but what they need is to let reality hit them in a way that's making them understand how they need to change their behavior in the future and be more careful when they have someone they love. Okay, so this is the outcome, and we have the 7 of air. So the 7 of air. So we can say that everything with this relationship is up in the air. Because you can't do anything about this. Since this person stabbed you in the back, the ball is in their corner. They need to, rise to the occasion, grow, mature, realize what they did wrong, and kind of pay the price, ask for forgiveness, and learn from this situation. So it's almost as if there's a continuation, maybe to the story. Maybe you're going to have maybe there will be some kind of revelation later in life, or later this, like in spring, or later this month, where you would want to have some kind of conversation with this person, or they will be ready to have a conversation with you. But for now, they would just deny. So this is the new bottom of the deck, and it's the 9 of Pentacles. So this is someone that wants to show their independence, that they don't need this person that stabbed them in the back anymore, that they can take care of themselves. So this might be you. And the old bottom of the deck is the Magician. So the Magician thinks that they are doing things right, and they often have like an agenda, what they want to achieve. But sometimes by achieving these things, we hurt other people, or we do things that's not highly moral. Maybe they are even selfish. So it seems like your person has done something that they felt for the moment was good for them, but that it had negative consequences for your relationship. Now they want to repair that, but you don't seem open for it. I think both people probably feel love at some level. I say you might not be that into this person anymore, but it's hard when there has been the loyalty and trust. There hasn't been loyalty and trust has been broken. So what's on your mind? Situation. What's on their mind? This is your feelings, the bond between you two, their feelings, your behaviors and attitudes, the outcome for February, and their behaviors and attitudes. So we start with the situation, and it's the Page of Cups, being vulnerable. So being vulnerable in a relationship means that we can get hurt, and it's a trust that we are giving to the other person, our vulnerability. And if they are not careful with our vulnerable side, we will have to make distance between them and us to protect ourselves. Because vulnerability creates intimacy, but it also causes what it says, vulnerability, that we become vulnerable to attacks. So we want to be sure that we can trust the person that we are vulnerable towards. And this is what's on your mind. We have the Strength card, goes very well with the 9 of Pentacles that we saw here in the bottom of the deck. Taking care of oneself, being strong, rising above, knowing that we can't maybe get our needs met from this person, but at least we can take good care of ourselves, take good decisions, and act mature, take mature decisions, okay?